Good evening and welcome to Game 7 of the 66th Annual Portsmouth Invitational held at Churchland High School in Portsmouth, Virginia. My name is Tanner Massey and this is Chucky Brown. And we will be live with you throughout the game, talking it up, going over personnel, and just enjoying this game. This is from the winner's bracket. Both teams are 1-0, having won their games over the last 2 days. So it should be an electric crowd. Every NBA team is here represented and looking forward to calling it. We will now take a second as the national anthem is about to be performed.
With the playing of our national anthem. Now time to meet the teams in our first semifinal game tonight. First, introducing the visiting team. The visitors will be the guests.
Welcome back to the 66th Annual Portsmouth Invitational. Right now, we are about to have Sales Systems Limited versus Mike Duman Auto Sales. Right now, I'll give you the roster for Sales Systems Limited. At center, number 22, Jock Landale from St. Mary's. Number 11, Justin Johnson from Western Kentucky at forward. Number 14, Isaiah Wilkins from Virginia. Number 15, Kelan Martin from Butler. Number 12, Jeffrey Carroll from Oklahoma State. Number 10, Jaylen Barford from Arkansas. Number 3, Tyler Nelson from Fairfield. And number 5, Jordan McLaughlin from the University of Southern Cal. For Mike Duman Auto Sales, we have at center number 15, Joe Lual-Acuil from Baylor. We have number 14, Marcus Lee from California. Number 20, Gary Clark from the University of Cincinnati. Number 12, B.J. Johnson from LaSalle University. Number 11, Egor Koulechov from Florida. Number 10, Zach Lofton from New Mexico State. Number 4, Nate Mason from Minnesota. And number 2, Matt Farrell, starting at point guard from Notre Dame. So, as we mentioned before, both teams are 1-0, playing well. Each team has dynamic guards as well as some bigs, and that's all we have going into it. I'll shoot it over to Chucky Brown. He will be giving us some play-by-play and maybe give you some insights as to what he's looking at going into this matchup.
Well, I'm interested in seeing Gary Clark. I remember seeing him in high school, watching him at Cincinnati. He was like a walking double-double. So I'm interested to see how he's going to play this game. Also, Matt Farrell from Notre Dame. I know coming to the end of the year, he was just starting to get back healthy. I know he can really shoot the ball, but I want to see what type of playmaking ability that he has out here. And as far as for the other team, Sales System, Isaiah Wilkins. I want to see if he's going to stay within himself and do the things that he does well, which is play defense, rebound, do all the dirty work, because there's always a place for guys like that in the NBA. You know, sometimes guys get away from their program and feel like, hey, well, you know, I want to show people that I'm more of an offensive guy. I want to see if he's going to remain the guy who he is or show the guy that he's not. Or you know, not supposed to be.
Definitely. I understand. Gary Clark, you mentioned him earlier.
Yes.
He had a tremendous first game.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Really put on a show. He was.
See, I didn't even know that.
Oh yeah, he did a great job.
Okay.
He made some threes on the perimeter. Had some really nice post moves inside.
Oh yeah.
And of course, he was the conference defensive player of the year at Cincinnati, and he showed off in that regard as well.
Okay.
Another guy that I'm looking forward to seeing is Jeff Carroll. Everybody knows Jeff Carroll as a shooter from Oklahoma State. Has a great release and really athletic. But it's what he did on the defensive end of the floor that surprised me. He was in on the weak side. He was active, made plays off of the ball to influence the defensive side. Really helped. Right now we have sales systems going to your right, and Mike Duman Auto Sales in the white jerseys going left. And as we get started, Sales Systems Limited has the ball in the half court. Jordan McLaughlin bringing it up. We have a double high ball screen into a double rip inside in the post. Number 11.
That's Western Kentucky's Justin Johnson.
From Justin Johnson, Western Kentucky inside.
Yeah, nice physical move down there. They're probably going to let you play a little bit, so he was able to use his shoulder a little bit on Gary Clark and back him down and shoot a nice little jump hook in the lane.
Marcus Lee with the attack going left, just lips off the rim for a layup. Nice drag screen by Jock Landale. Very active screener in this first game. Kick out to Jeff Carroll.
I'm sorry. But the best time to set that drag screen is in transition off of a missed shot, and that's exactly what he did.
Good action to get started by both teams, getting the looks that they want.
Nice drive.
Yes, good look right there by Zach Lofton.
Yeah, nice drive by Zach Lofton. He tucked the ball and just went and laid it up with his right hand.
Mike Duman Auto Sales bringing it up in transition. Going downhill is Gary Clark at the rim. Nice Euro step floater. Offensive rebound, though. Let's reset it.
Yeah, that time Gary Clark, I think, was a little uncomfortable in the open floor. And he made a nice Euro step move, but I don't know how good his floater is. I haven't seen that, but I know that's normally a guard shot when you see the floater.
Definitely. He one thing I would like to see out of him improvement-wise is making quick decisions when he does have the ball, especially in short rolls.
Right.
But we've seen that he's capable of driving it, and he's comfortable enough to shoot that floater. We'll see if he'll knock it down.
Nice.
Great look by Marcus Lee to a cutting
Egor.
Justin John. Oh, Egor Koulechov. My apologies.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Oh.
Right here, great look by Jaylen Barford, catch and shoot three. He had a monster game in his first game with Sales Systems Limited. Scouts are really have an eye on him, see if he can continue the hot shooting.
Yeah, well, he's got the NBA body. He's very physical, very strong looking. So if he can knock down the shot and defend the shooting guards, he may have a place on the next level.
Jeff Carroll with the transition turnover, looking to kick the ball ahead. However, we have Nate Mason catch and shoot three. Misses, leading to an easy transition dunk by number 11, Justin Johnson.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of, because of the way the game is played now, like that pull-up that time by Mason from three-point. He probably could have took a couple of dribbles in and made it a shorter shot, but you'll see a lot of long rebounds and a lot of fast breaks in these type of games.
Gary Clark right there with the answer from three. Again, he's shooting it very well. While he was in college this past year at Cincinnati, he shot 43.5% from three. Excellent shooter off the catch for his size. He's a do-it-all type player.
Yeah, he'll be, if he can make that three-point shot with the way the game is played now with the 6'7" power forwards now, he'll be right at home there.
Yes, sir. Now Marcus Lee inside. Had a very nice dish off to a cutter earlier. Couple possessions ago, now we get to a right hook.
Yeah, nice strong move by Marcus Lee, taking one dribble, absorbing the contact, and going up with a jump hook. Nice, very nice move.
One guy I'm interested in looking at is right here with the ball, Jordan McLaughlin from Southern Cal. I think he had 14 assists in his first game.
Okay, well, he's out here setting the table, which is what a point guard should do. You know, a lot of the new era or today's point guards, they have to be like a dual point guard where they're able to score a little bit. So, if he could do that as well, there's also a place for him as a backup or a third guard.
Yes, sir. Jeff Carroll with the layup miss off of the baseline out of bounds. We got a transition 3 by Egor Koulechov. Now Sales Systems Limited brings it up the court. Good move right there by Justin Johnson for the N1.
Nice move by Justin Johnson, taking a couple of dribbles in and a nice spin move to the basket, absorbing the contact and getting the N1.
Justin Johnson so far with 3 baskets to get the game going. Now he's at the free throw line, trying to add a +1, just misses. Mike Duman Auto Sales bringing it up in the half court. Verse it to the big up top, Marcus Lee. Gary Clark looking to be physical on the drive with a little runner. That's nice touch.
Yeah, that's very nice right there. Nice little runner right there, which is a very tough shot. And Gary Clark knocked it down. So maybe that shot in transition is his move. I haven't seen it before, like during his college years, but maybe he's been working on that.
Yes, sir. That's a great touch. And now we have Nate Mason with a transition mid-range pull-up.
Yeah, well, that's what he does really well, get in transition with those pull-ups. I watched him play at Minnesota, and he's very good in transition with the pull-up shot.
Yes, sir, and great distributor, too. Not only did he average 16 points a game at Minnesota, he averaged just over 4 assists. Right there, Justin Johnson being active on the offensive glass. He's stood out so far with his activity and finishing at the rim.
Yeah, well, when you come from the smaller school and you come here, you're playing against the Kansas, the Cals, the Cincinnatis, those people that you watch on TV all the time, you want to show that you're on that level. You're here, so you might as well show everybody that you're on that level, and the best way to do it is with hustle and hard work and determination, and that's exactly what Justin is doing.
No question. Plays outside of the box score. Excellent drive right there by number 10, Zach Lofton. Misses it. However, another offensive rebound. Mike Duman Auto Sales, they are cleaning up on the offensive glass thus far. Looking to throw it into Lual-Acuil. Inside with the right hook.
Another rebound.
Yes, sir. We're kicking it ahead. Early offense. Great pass ahead. Again, Justin Johnson just misses. Jock Longdale from number 22 from St. Mary's. Good finish.
Goaltending. Yeah, that last play by Justin was created by Justin Johnson, getting out in transition, so they were able to get the offensive putback. And then you saw Mike Duman Auto Sales get the ball out of bounds real quick, get down and beat Sales Systems back on defense, and was able to get a goaltending call.
Sales Systems bringing it up in the half court. See what we're working with here. Looks a little floppy set.
Yep.
Some pin downs towards the paint. Side pick and roll, step up. Jock Longdale, he's an active screener. However, we also got to be physical on the catch. Results in a turnover. Mike Duman Auto Sales. Matt Farrell just checking in, bringing it up. Jock-Uwell with the deep paint seal. Right hook, his specialty. Miss. Offensive rebound, Zach Lofton, who's also being very active for Mike Duman. Doing well early. 2 for 4 with 4 points.
Yeah, that time Zach Lofton just got really good position, and the ball fell in his hands, and he was able to put up a shot.
Excellent look, trying to feed it inside to Landale. Pick and pop by number 14, Isaiah Wilkins from Virginia. Glue guy, beautiful play.
Yeah, that time Isaiah Wilkins gave a nice up fake and was able to put it down and get to the basket because the defender went for the up fake. So I'm interested to see if he's going to continue to do the things that he does well, and that's what he does well, is get things going towards the basket.
Yes, a little 5-out swing, mid-pick and roll. Kelan Martin with the drive, aggressive driver, great body. However, results into a jump ball. Now we have some subs for both teams. Justin Johnson checking back in. And Egor Koulechov trying to check in. However, the man he is subbing in for is involved in the jump ball.
Okay, Gary Clark.
Sales Systems wins the tip. Tough to get matched up out of a jump ball situation like that, and Jordan McLaughlin taking it right to the basket for the dunk.
Oh, wow, that was a nice move. I was expecting him to go up and lay it on the glass. I wasn't expecting to dunk, so good surprise right there by McLaughlin.
That is something that I didn't know he had. I knew he had some athleticism and some quickness and savviness, but man, that could be an eye-opener for the scouts here in attendance.
Yeah, you and I both were surprised by that move, so I'm not going to lie. I've seen a lot of his games, but I had never seen that before.
Yes, sir. Sales Systems back into a floppy set, trying to punch it inside. Mr. Isaiah Wilkins, see what he can do on the offensive end. Just misses the step back. Matt Farrell bringing it up. Excellent passer, playmaker from Notre Dame. Drag screen by Joe-Acuil. Mid-range pull-up. Matt Farrell misses. Love the aggressiveness by Acuil on the offensive glass, though.
Yeah, that was a good shot by Farrell. That's normally his shot right there. When he was at Notre Dame, he'd come off and knock that shot down. So he just missed that shot, but it was a good play with the high ball screen and roll.
Yes, great rhythm, great pace.
Right.
He will make many of those throughout the rest of this game. See what we got here. Side pick and roll. Kelan Martin. Trey ball. Just misses. Nate Mason with the rebound, bringing it up for Mike Duman. Matt kicks it to Matt Farrell near the corner. Misses. Offensive foul on the rebound by Joe-Acuil, big man from Baylor.
Yeah, good find that time in transition by Mason. Farrell just missed a shot. Now, if he keeps getting those kinds of looks, he's going to knock those down. So that was a good play.
Definitely does. Right now, we're seeing good pace on both with both teams on offense. Loving the quick hitter actions, making the extra pass off drawing kicks. Jaylen Barford forces a tough shot right there. Not as much his game. Just misses. Mike Duman, Nate Mason bringing it up the floor. Jaylen Barford with the steal from behind. Showing a little athleticism with the transition dunk. Yeah,
I watched him in the pregame, and he was doing a lot of dunks. So I was expecting that type of athletic play from him. So good play right there.
Yes, great hands, anticipation. Matt Farrell with the blow-by versus number 3, Tyler Nelson from Fairfield. Good activity on the offensive glass by Joe-Acuil. Love seeing that.
Nice.
Oh, man, but Tyler Nelson with the answer in transition, beating Joe-Acuil at the rim for the layup.
Yeah, nice job. Going behind the back, the defender gambled for the steal, and he went in for a nice layup.
Matt Farrell with the side pick and roll. Reject, quick flip finish at the rim.
Yeah, one nice thing that both teams seem to be doing is trying to get the ball to the basket. It was a period, just as soon as I say that, it's a three launch. But it was a period where they were going back and forth shooting the threes, and they went through a nice period where everyone was trying to get the ball inside and everybody getting the ball going to the basket. So that's really good to see from both teams.
So far with the minutes that we've seen, Matt Farrell's been one to stand out to me, being efficient with his playing time so far, drawing and kicking, getting to the basket and shooting open shots.
Right.
Looking good right here. We got a little Iverson cut into a side pick and roll. Matt Farrell coming off. Looking to hit Marcus Lee. A little mistimed on the cut. Kelan Martin with the transition turnover. Kick ahead to B.J. Johnson from LaSalle. Oh, Matt Farrell getting fancy with between the legs pass. Miss a 3 offensive rebound. However, another offensive rebound by Mike Duman. Marcus Lee trying to show off at the rim. Couldn't get it done. Sales system in transition. Great kick. Kelan Martin on the drive. Swinging. Swing, plus one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, great cut. Justin Johnson at the rim. Yeah. Great action.
Yeah, great action that time by the offense. I thought it was going to be a little chaotic at first, but then they settled it down and started swing, and it needed to go one more time, and it got there for the drive for Justin Johnson got fouled.
One thing I'm seeing out of Sales Systems is right now on 9 field goal makes, they have 6 assists.
Okay.
And as we see right there with Sales Systems, they're moving the ball, making the extra pass, and flying around, making plays. Mike Duman, they're moving the ball well too. However, they have 2 assists as they are shooting 36% from the field. We will be right back here at Churchland High School at the 66th annual Portsmouth Invitational. And we are now back here. Justin Johnson about to take it to the free throw line for 2 shots off of a nice play out of transition. We swung the ball to multiple sides. Beautiful basketball. Chucky, what do you see out here tonight so far?
Well, I see a lot of sharing of the ball. As you mentioned before, on 9 field goal makes, you have 6 assists. So that's really rare, like in these all-star situations, because you have guys that you see all these NBA scouts. You see all the people here. You have guys that want to show what they can do. So it becomes a little bit where some guys may become selfish. But I have not seen that, and maybe that's why both of these teams are 1-0.
No question. And with those 6 assists, that is comprised of 5 players getting those assists for sales system. So everybody's getting touches out here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right now, out of a timeout, looks like it was a Horns mid pick and roll. B.J. Johnson ISO. He's very good in ISOs. That's what he did a lot at LaSalle. Kicking it over to Marcus Lee, looking to attack Landale in the post. Kick. Matt Farrell, mid-range pull-up. Just misses short.
Yeah, but that was good by Farrell. All of Farrell's other shots were from farther out, so he decided to give a head fake, and he got a little closer. So that was a good shot by him. His shots are going to end up falling.
No doubt. Great accomplished shooter. Oh, great +1. Again, let's see if we can get assist number 7, and we do. Kelan Martin with the assist over to Jaylen Barford out of Arkansas. Excellent shooter.
Yeah, I watched Jaylen Barford in the warm-ups again, taking that shot from that exact same spot. So he must have known that's where most of his shots may come from during this game.
Yes, sir. Hey, and that's what you expect. They're passing the ball well, make the extra pass for a wide-open corner 3. One of the most efficient shots in basketball.
Yep.
Here we go, Matt Farrell. Rejecting the side pick and roll to an ISO. However, not understanding the shot clock. A little bit shorter of a shot clock as opposed to college here with 24.
Right.
So we need to adapt a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm surprised you don't have more of the shot clock, because you get a 30-second shot clock in college, and 6 more seconds makes a big difference. It makes a big difference from like if it was 6 more seconds on the clock, Farrell would have got a shot off. So
yeah, especially when you're not in a offensive set,
right,
and you're kind of playing some playground ball,
right.
Not really. You kind of lose track of the timing of the plays. But here we go. Barford coming off of a handoff, kicking it to Jeff Carroll from 3, and that's cash money from Jeffrey Carroll.
Yeah, Jeffrey Carroll can really shoot the ball.
Yes, Oklahoma State, he was a big-time player for them this past season in the first year of Mike Boynton's tenure as head coach for the Cowboys. Transition kick by Barford to Kelan Martin out of Butler. Misses the 3. Marcus Lee with the rebound. I like the aggressiveness by Jock Landale trying to battle Marcus Lee for a tie-up.
Yeah, that was good aggression. Good foul, because it could have been a transition play. So good foul now. Duman Auto Sales will have to take the ball out on the baseline and won't have an opportunity to have a transition basket.
Yes, and right here we have a timeout on the floor. We will pause for a quick break, and we will bring it back to you here from Churchland High School. We are back here at the PIT, Portsmouth Invitational. At this moment, Mike Duman Auto Sales is in the half court. Let's see what we have here out of the timeout. Nate Mason bringing it up. We got a high pick and roll. Side pick and roll action with a double baseline screen for B.J. Johnson. Mid-range pull-up. Good-looking shot by the senior who averaged 20 points per game with LaSalle.
Yeah, that was a nice rhythm shot that time. He had a 3, gave an up fake, decided to get a little closer, knocked it down. Nice rhythm shot.
B.J. Johnson, he's a natural scorer out of LaSalle. Again, he averaged almost 21 points a game. And with length, Good wing, can score from all three levels. We get a block shot. Mike Duman Auto Sales back in transition. And we have Zach Lofton again from New Mexico State with the finish.
Yeah, good job that time getting out in transition and attacking the basket.
Basket is scored for
balanced scoring for both teams so far. We do the lead scorers are Jaylen Barford from Arkansas with 8, along with Johnson, number 11, with 8 points as well. So we have 7.5 minutes left in the game. Sales Systems Limited is up 4 with the basketball. Great cut by Jeff Carroll. Fine. Mid-range jump shot, step back. Showing off the stroke.
Oh, yeah, he can shoot it. He can really shoot it, and he's showing it right now.
Swing it to Gary Clark. Reverse it back to Nate Mason. A little stall ball right now. However, we reverse it back. Try to feed it inside to Gary. Space out. Gary Clark right here. ISO from the corner. See if this is part of his game. See if he has it. Just misses the 3. Jordan McLaughlin gets the rebound, bring it up in transition. The playmaking point guard from Southern Cal with the transition pull-up 3.
Well, I tell you what, if he can show that, if he has that in his game, there's definitely a spot for him at the next level. That was a nice pull-up from 3, and the way the game is gone now with the 3-point shot, he can help some team out.
Sales Systems with the rebound. McLaughlin doing what he does, playmaking, kicking the ball ahead. Kelan Martin not sure what to do right there. However, we get a tip off Mike Duman Auto Sales. Baseline out of bounds for Sales Systems. Got a few subs in the game right now. Tyler Nelson checking back in for Jeff Carroll. Coming off of a double screen.
Oh, tough shot.
Tough shot. Yeah. Maybe could have gotten a foul call, but it's a quick shot. He just checked in the game. One of my pet peeves is a guy who forces a shot as soon as he checks in the game.
Yeah, have a heat check, and you've been sitting on the bench, so you have a heat check.
Yeah, a little tough when you don't have the rhythm and flow of the game quite yet. However, now Lual-Acuil keeping the ball on one side of the floor, but Joe showing off the athleticism, driving right, gets met up at the rim, kick ahead, turnover. Turnovers for both teams. Talking point, Egor Koulechov steps out of bounds. Another turnover. Right now, both teams have, I apologize, Sales Systems has 4 turnovers with Mike Duman Auto Sales with 3.
Yeah, see, you have your pet peeve. That's a pet peeve of mine, not knowing where you are on the floor. And that'll get you to the bench really quick.
That's a dangerous dangerous look, especially as these guys have barely played together, barely practiced.
Right.
Sometimes they don't understand their spacing and where they are on the floor. However, one thing we all understand is Kelan Martin is a big-time scorer out of Butler. Matt Farrell bringing it up in the half court. See what we're working with here. We swing it. Outside pick-and-roll action out of Mike Duman. Egor Koulechov with the drive and the foul. Looks like it's on Jock Landale.
Yeah, I thought he was lucky to get that call because I thought he drove himself into trouble. But, hey, he got the call. Nice drive.
Yes. And now, one thing about Egor Koulechov, again, he was a transfer to Florida from Rice, Conference USA, first-team player.
Wow.
In 2017 for Rice, he was a grad transfer. He initially started at Arizona State.
Oh, wow.
Also, yes, so multiple transfer player, and has FIBA experience out of Russia and Israel.
Okay, yeah. Well, he's probably played against a lot of grown men, so he's probably got a really good basketball IQ.
Yes, and right now, Sales Systems coming off. They're getting into the paint, and great-looking pass there by Tyler Nelson to Jock Landale.
Yeah, well, anytime if you can control the other team's paint, if you're getting in their paint, you're probably going to be getting to the line more, and you're probably going to be winning the ball game.
Zach Lofton making it rain from the perimeter. However.
Good block.
Kick it to Jock Landale. He gets met up at the rim with the block. Got lucky there as Zach Lofton, who made the 3, decided to help up on the ball handler as opposed to staying at the rim until a big was able to force him out.
Yeah, good block that time by Gary Clark, showing that he can also play defense and defend the rim.
Tyler Nelson coming off of another pin down. Quick shot. However, he just misses, and a great look by Gary Clark. Good find by Egor. Ah, man, Egor, he might have to owe Gary Clark a little piece of dinner later tonight. That's unfortunate.
Some salmon and crab cakes. He owes him something.
Man, messing up my assists.
My dimes. He's messing up my dimes, man.
Come on.
I don't get many.
Correct. Dimes are at a premium around here.
You know?
The ball movement. Man, great look. Okay, Virginia, the Cavaliers in the building with Isaiah Wilkins knocking it down.
Yeah, Isaiah Wilkins is a really good defensive player, help defender, as you saw right there. He came over to help, just didn't get the block. So he's a really good help defender, rebounder, and I'm sure he wants to show that he has some offensive skill out here.
Zach Lofton with that layup right there. Sales Systems in the half court. Good ball movement early. Isaiah Wilkins back at it, showing off some offensive talent. Virginia didn't average many points on offense. They made up for it on defense. Zach Lofton showing off some offensive skill.
Yeah, that was a nice shot again by Wilkins. If he can knock down that shot, there may be some teams that he can help with the pick and pop situation.
Draw and kick by Matt Farrell to Gary Clark for the corner three. Offensive rebound, Lual-Acuil from Baylor, knocking it down. Sales Systems bringing it up in the half court. McLaughlin, the playmaker, reverse. Swing back, handoff, attack. The aggressive Tyler Nelson trying to make a play.
Good steal.
Gets stripped. Egor Koulechov with the tough finish. Lual-Acuil following it up again. Another offensive rebound. Great activity. Lual-Acuil looks to be playing with a bit more of a motor today as opposed to yesterday.
Oh, he didn't play with a motor yesterday?
Like what I see.
Right.
More active.
He's big now.
He's big. He's got to be able to use his length, use his height, and get up and down the floor.
Okay.
Right here, Koulechov is trying to set it up. He's looking to attack Tyler Nelson in the post, but that might not be part of his game. Turnover. Yes. Isaiah Wilkins with a big-time finish in transition.
Yeah, that was a great steal by Wilkins. Well, we know he can play defense, but if he can show the other parts of his game, hitting the open shot, handling the ball in transition, finishing on the break, if he can show those parts of his game, there may be a spot for him.
We know he can play defense, but showing the scouts he can do some things on the offensive end, that only increases his value.
Yes.
Gary Clark with the ball up top. Trying to dissect the defense. Oh, we swing it over to Zach Lofton, who's been feeling it. Misses a deep three. We kick it ahead to Jordan McLaughlin. Another kick ahead to Tyler Nelson from Fairfield. Catch and shoot three. Just missed. Good activity by Kelan Martin, the offensive glass. McLaughlin. Good shooter from Southern Cal. Just misses that one. However, McLaughlin, he shot 39% from three this past season. Yeah. Comes off a little weird. It might not look consistent all the time, but good shooter nonetheless.
Yeah. Well, he just missed. He had a good look, and just missed it. So if he continues to get those looks, I'm sure he'll be knocking them down.
If you're Mike Duman Auto Sales with a minute and a half left in this half, down 9, what are you looking for here?
Yeah, I'm looking for some screen and rolls, trying to get the ball going to the basket. We've taken a couple of threes. They haven't gone down. Now let's get something going to the basket, like right here. Nice little jump hook. Didn't make it, but that's a shot inside the paint, so we'll take that.
Yes, great look by Marcus Lee. Gary Clark trying to follow it up. Jeff Carroll with the forced transition three. However, mishandle for the rebound. Jelon Barford is able to clean it up. Now it's an 11-point game, just under a minute left.
Yeah, still now try to get something going to the basket. Try to go in the locker room in the halftime with something positive.
B.J. Johnson on the perimeter, side pick and roll. No contest versus a big-time scorer, B.J. Johnson, who also shot 36% from three. Got to have a hand up there.
Yeah, I think maybe, you don't want to get certain guys and ISO them, but you might want to ISO this kid right here because he looks like he's feeling it a little bit. He started out a little slow, but he looked like he's feeling it a little bit on that last shot.
It's a big-time part of his game. Jock Landale, again from St. Mary's, trying to make a play. Might have been a little too far from the basket there. At this moment, 15 seconds left in the first half. Big possession here. 3-possession ball game with Mike Duman Auto Sales down 8. Side pick and roll. Farrell coming off, shooting the three. Marcus Lee with a big-time offensive rebound. Trying to get to the basket. Nice. Yes, he does. Finishes with the right hook. Mike Duman Auto Sales makes it a 6-point game going into the half.
Yeah, that's a good play right there going into the half. with something positive. Now you have some momentum to build on.
Definitely. So right now it is Mike Duman Auto Sales 38, Sales Systems Limited 44. 6-point ball game, excellent action in the first half. We will take a pause for halftime, and we will see you on the flip side.
The Sunwheelers, the white team, Greg Fordham's number 55, Cynthia Peltis number 10, Mel Abs number 1, and Carlos Spence is 00. That basket is good. That basket was scored by Linda Williams on the blue team. Linda Williams number 2, David Hayward number 4, Andy Pye number 12, and James Abs number 24.
So I've been going to Portsmouth since I was 5 years old. My father has been scouting for the NBA for many, many years, was instrumental in helping out with Portsmouth. Portsmouth is run by the city of Portsmouth. It's run by a committee of volunteers. It's run by people that the NBA teams, when they arrive, they feel like they're a reunion with the family. It's a charitable event where they give out scholarships to the Portsmouth kids that are from the community in the Chesapeake area. Players that the PIT are getting, all right, they're the top college seniors, most of them. A lot of times we'll have the top 10 or so players that'll go to the combine. However, players are now attending the Portsmouth tournament because A, they need to. If we're finding out that between 9 and 19 players every year that choose not to go to Portsmouth don't get invited to the combine, don't get drafted, nor make an NBA team. Now they've realized this is an opportunity for them to interview for the NBA teams. None of these guys right now are NBA first rounders. They may be able to play, but they have to play into the first round. Last year, we got 6 players drafted, 1 in the first round. And this is what they're trying to do now. They realize that we have to open up the doors, interview, and do everything that we can to get that roster spot. They're eliminating the opportunity to interview in front of those teams. It's kind of like saying, you know what, I'm pretty good, but wait until maybe I'm the top 4, then you can come interview me. Now they've come to realize I've got to open up the door for myself, get the experience, prove to them that I'm going to be a player that can play on their team.
Oh yeah, it's all about the drive, baby.
Everybody's talking about Portsmouth. Everybody's talking about Portsmouth.
Everybody's talking about Portsmouth. That's what happens when you're an urban core of Hampton Roads, the gateway to America's heartland. Portsmouth sits center stage in a region comprised of 17 municipalities. Situated on one of the deepest natural harbors on the Intracoastal Waterway, you can access Portsmouth via an improved infrastructure connecting our roads, tunnels, railways, waterways, and people. Everybody's talking about Portsmouth, from our historic seaport and waterfront to our wildlife preserves. Portsmouth sets the standard for the conservation of these natural habitats. Everybody's talking about the increase of maritime-related service companies that located here last year, a direct result of the expansion of Virginia's ports and the economic growth in Portsmouth and the state. We've got so much to talk about. The Portsmouth Marine Terminal transports nearly 200,000 containers annually. Calmar USA, Inc., a cargo handling solutions business, is expanding its footprint in Portsmouth, bringing new jobs and diversifying the commercial mix in the Midtown Business District. Business is booming in Portsmouth. Everybody's talking about the high-quality lifestyle Portsmouth offers. Access a lifestyle that boasts abundant walking communities with tree-lined bike lanes, neighborhoods with diverse architectural styles, and access to all kinds of shopping right here in Portsmouth. Planning a visit? The Renaissance Portsmouth Waterfront Hotel, owned and operated by Charmaine Hotels, will remain open during its multi-million-dollar modernization renovation. The 249-room conference hotel boasts a spacious outdoor terrace that provides scenic and expansive views of the world's largest natural deep-water harbor, making it the jewel of the Elizabeth River. Guess what else everybody's talking about? Later this summer, old meets new again as Portsmouth recreates Portside with a new outdoor structure complete with food and beverage vendors and the hottest weekday concert series, Sunset Thursdays, beginning June 7. Keep your sights locked. Everybody's talking about the $100 million in new and redeveloped multifamily housing downtown and how Portsmouth is attracting both millennials and empty nesters. Additional multifamily housing units have also been proposed for the Victory Square area of the city. Come home to Portsmouth, where you can enjoy a relaxing and scenic boat ride along the Elizabeth River, Scotts Creek, or any of the other connected rivers, canals, and sounds. Everybody's talking about our museum scene and how the city's Union Bank and Trust Pavilion attracts national musical acts. Access a workforce that is well-educated, dependable, and trainable, as well as access a varied customer base. Income levels in the city are growing faster than the state and national averages. Everybody's talking about our schools. Portsmouth Public Schools added 4 new career and technical education courses, including cybersecurity, sports medicine, and TV production. And our young people can earn industry certification in any of these fields, which will help them find work. Portsmouth Public Schools expanded its STEM program by launching an augmented virtual reality lab at IC Norcom High School, enabling students to don goggles and use computer software to study earth science and biology. Everybody's talking about Portsmouth's new workforce development program, Hire Portsmouth, a partnership with the public school system, the City of Portsmouth, Opportunity Inc., and major employers. Access to quality health care is critical to a high-quality lifestyle. Last year, the Naval Medical Center Portsmouth celebrated the anniversary of its first building, affectionately called Building 1. Building 1's history dates back to the 1700s. The hospital's main campus is home to more than 5,000 men and women who provide an array of healthcare services for our armed forces, their families, and military retirees. The Norfolk Naval Shipyard is one of the largest in the world, specializing in ship repair, overhauling, and modernization. In 2017, Portsmouth celebrated the 250th anniversary of the Norfolk Naval Shipyard. An important past, a vital future. Bon Secours Maryview Medical Center was named one of the nation's 50 top cardiovascular hospitals by IBM Watson Health. And everybody's talking about Maryview's addition of the state-of-the-art Da Vinci surgical system to its surgical robotics capabilities. Always engaged in the good health of the Portsmouth community, the Maryview Foundation Health Center treated 1,000 patients last year and helped them to receive $10.9 million in medications. Today, Portsmouth's retail districts feature everything from breweries and distilleries to boutiques and specialty shops to fine dining, new fast food chains, grocery stores, and fitness centers. Looking to relocate your business or start a new one? Portsmouth should be top of mind. 2 Virginia Enterprise Zones, small business incentive programs, a proposed technology zone, newly created office space, and strategic development sites in the city. Yeah, people are talking about Portsmouth, from the local media to the governor's mansion, talking about a brighter future in Portsmouth. Discover what all the buzz is about. Take the ferry, drive through newly renovated tunnels, take the MLK connector or I-264, and visit Portsmouth. Spend the day, bring the family, and make some memories. There's always something happening on this, the right side of the river.
Welcome back to the 66th Annual Portsmouth Invitational. Right now we have Sales Systems Limited with 38 and Mike Duman Auto Sales with 38 and Sales Systems Limited with 44 at the halftime. 6-point game, a lot of great action. Right here we'll give you some players of note. Jaylen Barford with Sales Systems Limited had 10 points going into the second half, 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 4 overall, or 2 for 4 from 3. With Mike Duman Auto Sales, Zach Lofton from New Mexico State had a really good first half, going 5 for 9 with 11 points and 4 rebounds. Big difference for me that stands out between this game is the ball movement from Sales Systems.
Yes.
They have 13 assists, as opposed to Mike Duman Auto Sales with 3. Right. What are you looking at going into the second half right now?
Well, I'm looking for the continued ball movement. I'm looking for continuing to get the ball in the paint and see who can control whose paint. Whoever gets the most points in the paint, that means they're going to get to the line. That's probably going to be the winner of the game.
I agree with that. And points in the paint also means probably some transition opportunities.
Yes.
So let's see who's going to take advantage of that. Right now, Mike Duman Auto Sales starts off the second half with the basketball. Let's see what we're running here for the first play. Little rescreen coming off of, I think we saw this play in the first half. However, we got a wrinkle back to the first side. Knocked down Egor Koulechov from Florida.
Yeah, Egor came off that time and was able to get his feet set, got set, and knocked down the jumper because he had so much time. He was open for so much time.
Yes, great action. Landale looking to attack. We're getting a little handsy right there by Marcus Lee, the transfer from Kentucky, graduate from Cal.
Yeah, I think they may call it a little tight here early. And then as the game gets on, the referees will want to step out and let the game be decided by the players.
Jaylen Barford coming off of the stagger for the catch-and-shoot 3. Just misses. Pitch back to Gary Clark from Mike Duman. Auto Sales. Egor Koulechov trying to get going early. Made the first one, just misses that one.
Yeah, that was sort of one of those heat check shots. You know, I've seen him play at Florida where he's gotten it going. So that was just one of those Florida heat check shots.
Yes. Jordan McLaughlin with the tough drive, difficult finish. Egor with his third 3 of the second half already, just misses. Rebound by Justin Johnson from Western Kentucky. Pass over the top to Landale, St. Mary's. Great catch. We get a foul. Probably going to the line for 2.
Yeah, he was going up that time. Nate Mason reached in and caught him while he was going up. But it was a good play by Nate Mason to reach in. Anytime the big brings it down, those little fellas are always reaching and grabbing and they're trying to get the ball. But that time, Nate Mason got the foul.
No doubt. And what do they tell bigs while guards are coming in, reaching down for the ball? Yes, sir.
Keep it high.
Yes, sir. Keep it high, protect it, have the elbows up, discourage those guys from trying to reach in and grab the ball. Landale knocked down the first one, makes the second one. Back to a 4. Nope. Not sure if the scoreboard got the free throw. I think they did. However, we're going right into a post-cross screen. Pinned down, swing it to Gary Clark for the catch-and-shoot 3, knocked down.
I tell you what, I liked Gary Clark in college, and he never really showed that part of his game. If he can continue to do that, I'm really going to love Gary Clark's game.
Yes, and Mike Duman Auto Sales racking up the assists so far in the second half. With Egor with the first play of the half for the 3, and then the swing to Gary Clark. Right now we're trying to work it inside. Marcus Lee getting pushed off the block by Landale. Turnover. Jordan McLaughlin bringing it up. Excellent pass, great touch into Justin Johnson, Western Kentucky. Got to keep playing. Draws the foul on the second shot attempt. Trying to explain to the ref he got hit on the first one.
Right. Yeah, he did kind of try to sell it. The referee wasn't really buying what he was selling. So, but good for Justin Johnson is he kept after it. You know, so when you stop and complain, you don't get to hit the ground and go after the ball. So he hit the ground and was able to go after the ball because he didn't stop and complain. Sometimes you have to just play through the whistle. The referees are not going to call everything. We hear it, you know, all this NBA personnel, they didn't come to see the referees call the game. They came to see the players play.
Yes, and scouts also want to see players playing through physicality, especially in a tournament like this. Who can adjust? And who will keep fighting? Oh, yes, Nate Mason keeping the ball, no pass possession with the mid-range pull-up. I think we can get a better look than that. Results in a miss. Jeffrey Carroll bringing it up, dishing it off to Justin Johnson, who's running the floor really hard.
Yes, he's running the floor really hard, and he's also finishing at the end of the break really hard. So that was a great play that time.
Love it. Great dive by Marcus Lee. Weak side defense is caught napping. Nobody's there to meet him at the rim. Easy dunk.
Yeah, easy dunk. That's a little too easy. The weak side has to come over and help on that.
Yes. And even though they haven't really worked on defense a whole lot in this tournament, I mean, with practice times and whatnot, you still want to see what guys' habits are. And we need to see a little bit better defense.
Yeah.
Great look by Jordan McLaughlin to diving Landale, getting to the free throw line again.
Well, I know that they haven't worked on defense, but still, these guys are old enough. They're not, 10-year-old rec players. These guys have been playing ball for a long enough time, and defense is probably the easiest thing to teach. So they still should be playing better defense. All those guys out there know how to play help side defense.
Correct. Great point. One thing I'm liking so far in this second half is the aggressiveness of Jock Landale from St. Mary's. He is really making a mark so far in the second half with his physicality, being able to dive hard, catch it at the rim, and then go up and making his free throws.
Well, he's a big that, those 6'11" bigs like him, they're sort of like almost non-existent. It's like you almost have to be like a thin frame three-point shooter, but he's a natural big. So it was good for him to be here and show that he's nimble enough and that he'll be able to play in the NBA game and that he can transition.
Gary Clark with the second three of the half. Nate Mason bringing the ball back up ahead for Mike Duman Auto Sales, getting his shoulder into McLaughlin, being able to finish at the rim. Great attack.
Yeah, well, Nate Mason is really good at finishing at the rim. Like you said, it was a nice shoulder move, got the defender off balance, and he made the shot a little bit easier for him, which is a NBA type of play.
Mike Duman has been able to cut into the lead, resulting in a tie ball game just under 4 minutes into the second half. We will take a second, and we will bring it back to you here at the 66th Annual Portsmouth Invitational. There you go.
They're up one? Oh, the score is different, yeah. They don't have the score right. They got the score right here. They ain't got it right there because the free throw they didn't count.
Okay, we are bringing it back here at the PIT. Chucky, how has Mike Duman Auto Sales been able to take the lead in this game?
They came back pretty much by attacking the basket, being patient on offense. You hadn't really seen a whole lot of launching of the three. They've been taking good shots. The three-point shots that they've taken have been wide-open shots. So you'll live with a wide-open miss as long as they're not, bad shots, contested threes. So they've just attacked the basket and just been very patient on offense.
Yes, Justin Johnson with the tough post move, finish with the right hook over a contested Gary Clark. Really like that touch by Justin Johnson. Good defense, better offense. Side pick and roll here. B.J. Johnson swinging it to Gary Clark, who's had a great start to his second half. Side pick and roll. Matt Farrell.
Too much time. Yep, too much time. Oh, they let that go.
They let it go.
Yeah, I didn't think it got off.
Surprise, surprise. Acuil, the beneficiary of a nice drop-off by Farrell.
Yeah, I heard someone yelling 4, and that's when I looked up at the clock. And when Farrell made the pass, it was 2 on the clock, or when he made his move to the basket.
Justin Johnson trying to replicate what he did on the previous possession, just misses. Farrell bringing it up. The Notre Dame point guard swinging it over to Gary Clark. Good ball reversal. Right over to Zach Lofton. Misses. Acuil trying to get the highlight dunk. Offensive rebound. It's okay, though. Just misses. Ball out of bounds.
Yeah, well, good job by Acuil of going to the basket, trying to get the offensive rebound. He didn't get it, but that's good hustle on that play. And that's what you want to see from the bigs, is going after those offensive rebounds.
Yes, here we go. Acuil trying to make a play.
Nice.
I like it. Good aggressiveness. The right driver into the finish. Good play.
And again, it's something getting it inside, going to the basket in the paint.
Yes, great action. A little flare screen. Something we haven't seen a whole lot to McLaughlin.
Oh, yep. Had to call it. Yep.
Tough foul call right there.
Yeah, he had to call that. He knocked him down. He didn't even have to sell the call. But one thing you don't want to do, and one thing that coaches hate, is when you foul a jump shooter. Contest the shot. If they make the shot, if their offense is better than your defense, then, hey, we'll deal with that. But you don't want to foul jump shooters and put them on the line.
Especially a guy like Tyler Nelson, who's a pretty good shooter. He averaged 22 points a game at Fairfield this past season, to go along with 4 rebounds and 3 assists and 1.5 steals. He is an accomplished player, and now these free throws give him a chance to get going. Weber misses the second, and we're out. Matt Farrell bringing it up. Drag screen, Gary Clark.
Yep.
Farrell decides to keep it. Misses the long mid-range jump shot. Love the offensive rebound hustle.
Yeah,
Another offensive rebound.
Yeah, they're just out hustling them right now. Those are hustle plays. There you go, 3 for $1. Get 3 for $1.
We'll take that. Farrell, he is not shy. That is for sure. McLaughlin, playmaker. We go swinging it. Kelan Martin from Butler knocking it down.
Yeah, Kelan Martin's a very good offensive player, so you have to get up on him. But he likes to get the ball and take it to the basket, too, so you sort of have to pick your poison with him.
Wow.
Nice.
Excellent play. Matt Farrell coming off, hesitating at the point of the screen. No communication. Excellent drop-off look.
Yeah, Matt Farrell looks like he's starting to feel a little groove here. He's made some nice passes, and he's starting to feel really good out there.
Tyler Nelson forcing the action. However, Landale is able to clean it up at the basket. Farrell bringing it up. See what we're running. Yep. Mid pick and roll. Gary Clark will swing it over to Zach Lofton. Acuil holding the post position. Nothing there. He keeps the basketball on the drive, getting back to the right hook. Just misses. Kelan Martin with the rebound, looking to push it. He's capable of getting the rebound and bringing it up the floor. Swinging it to the Cavalier. Swings it back to Landale. Ball back up top to McLaughlin. Hesitation. Great look. Tough catch for the big. A little difficult of a pass.
Yeah.
I like the move, though.
Yeah, that was a tough play for the big to handle. But it was a good play, good idea, so you can't really be mad at the play. Something going to the basket, getting inside the paint, so you can't be mad at it.
Now Zach Lofton and Joe Acuil and Gary Clark checking out. So we have a full substitution going on. Right now, Marcus Lee back in the game. B.J. Johnson, as well as Egor Koulechov for Mike Duman Auto Sales. Horn set, mid pick and roll.
Nice.
Weak side pin down. Egor just come off the bench, shooting an open three. That's okay.
Right.
We'll take it. Open. Kelan Martin, rebound, bringing it back up the floor. See what he can do. Make a play.
So that shot wasn't too much of a pet peeve for me right there.
Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad.
Right.
If I'm a coach, I'd be a little. I would play off of guys who just check in the game,
right.
just for me, because it might be a little rusty.
Right.
We get an offensive foul right there. Mike Duman Auto Sales with the basketball. Ooh, see if we catch him napping. Good kick ahead by Farrell.
Oh.
Excellent cut by Koulechov. We get a foul call. That's his game. He's very savvy.
Right. Yeah, he's very savvy, and you can tell that he doesn't really have much of a conscience. So if he's missed a few shots, he's going to keep shooting them. So you got to love a player like that. And I always tell, I train my daughter, so I always tell her, if you miss a shot, so what? You got to shoot the next one, and shoot the next one until you start making them. So if you don't shoot, and you pass up wide open shots, you're going to be sitting next to the coach. So Egor is not going to be bashful and shy. He's going to keep putting it up.
Now, Chucky, you played in the league, and what do shooters do?
They keep shooting.
They keep shooting.
They keep shooting. That's what they do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They keep doing it.
Why overthink the game?
Right.
Kelan Martin right here. ISO. Great draw and kick. Out to number 3,
Nice.
Tyler Nelson. That's a big shot. He needs to see one go through.
Yes.
Miss a couple free throws earlier.
Right.
Nate Mason bringing it up in the half court. B.J. Johnson trying to seek a touch here. And this is where he's pretty good out of the ISO, from LaSalle. Tough shot.
Yeah, he settled.
Settled on that one.
Settled.
Great call. Yes. The Razorback bringing it up the floor, kicking it to Martin. I like it. Good cut. However, tough pass.
Yep.
Second tough pass within the last 4 or 5 possessions, resulting in a turnover.
Yeah, it was a good idea, but it was too many hands and bodies that the ball had to get through to get to the guy that you're passing it to. So that's not a good idea to pass that ball.
Marcus Lee working the short roll down the middle. We get a ball reversal to an open Matt Farrell. However, offensive rebound. Give me another one. Just misses. Barford with the rebound. Good kick ahead. Oh, Tyler Nelson with another one. Just misses. Marcus Lee. Good activity. Got to be able to use that length.
Yes.
Try to make your impact on the game in other ways besides scoring.
Yes.
Nate Mason. Draw a kick. Marcus Lee trying to finish inside. Tough one. B.J. Johnson using his length to keep the ball alive. That's a huge asset for him going forward. ISO game, kicking it to Farrell. Good hesitation into Marcus Lee in the post. Poor shot, but a bad foul, bailout.
Yeah, it bailed them out because that right there was a bad shot, and they could have been off to the races, but they fouled him, so now Marcus Lee gets to go to the line.
Which is a tad bit uncharacteristic from a guy, Jaylen Barford from Arkansas. I thought it was on Isaiah Wilkins from Virginia. However, Barford getting a little handsy.
Reaching.
Aggressive.
Yeah, reaching in there a little bit. Yeah, got to watch the reaching.
Yeah, when the game gets sporadic, sometimes you lose your train of thought and lose your principles because you're trying to make a play. But on that one, it's probably best for Marcus Lee to settle for that tough shot. Marcus Lee just released. Backed away from the line on the second one. Nate Mason there to clean it up.
Yeah, good hustle.
Good strip of Justin Johnson right there. Now we got a reset up top. Spread, mid-pick and roll. Holding, Nate Mason using his physicality, kicking it to a wide open B.J. Johnson. The corner just missed. Kelan Martin reverses to the Razorback, Jaylen Barford. Pull up.
Yeah, tough shot.
Tough shot.
Yeah, that's one of those all-star game shots that we talked about in the first half. So that was a very tough shot right there by Barford. He should have probably just backed it out. Still had some time on the clock. Could have got a much better shot than that.
Could have pressed on that possession as he had a really good first game. Scored a lot of points, but as of right now, trying to replicate that game, maybe a little too much. Koulechov, another three, his fourth three of the half. Marcus Lee with the offensive rebound, beat another offensive rebound. This is what you like to see out of the former McDonald's All-American, but couldn't finish. Can't leave a shooter like that.
That's a 3-point field goal for Jaylen Barford.
Jaylen Barford with the three. Marcus Lee posting up the mismatch out of transition. Little mishandle. Koulechov with the difficult finish.
Yeah, well, that right there might get Koulechov going because we already know he's not bashful. He made that layup, a tough layup, so now look for maybe his next shot to go in, his next jump shot.
Yes. Barford again sticks the leg out, trying to get the foul call. However, offensive rebound by Isaiah Wilkins. Swing it over. Tyler Nelson trying to make a play, and he does, getting the and one.
Yeah, good job by Tyler Nelson. His last shot was an air ball, so he decided to get it and take it to the basket. Now he got him an and one. Now he might could get himself going.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Tyler Nelson with the quick rip off the catch. An undervalued and I believe under-practiced part of the game is playing directly off the catch.
Yes, I totally agree. When I'm training my daughter, I'm teaching her to go right off the catch.
Excellent start to the half, and we're seeing some good basketball. We're going to keep it here at the moment, and we're going to talk a little bit more about what we're seeing out of this game. So far, Sales Systems Limited has recaptured the lead up 4 at the moment. What else are you seeing out there from an offensive or defensive perspective?
Well, I'm just seeing Mike Duman Auto Sales looks like they're getting more of the hustle baskets, the extra shots, more extra opportunities going to the basket. Even when they're taking these threes and missing them, they seem to be getting offensive rebounds and second chances. So I'm seeing more of that, and if they can continue to do that, possibly could come out on top in this game. But they've just been out hustling sales system so far in this second half. To me, they look like they've been hustling a little bit harder.
Yes, I agree. Marcus Lee being incredibly active,
right,
with his length inside. Let me see. He has 5 rebounds so far in the game, and to go along with that, Egor Koulechov cleaning it up, getting some finishes inside. That's how Mike Duman has been able to retain the lead and or get the lead.
Right.
And we have a miss by Tyler Nelson at the line. Let's see what Mike Duman Auto Sales has drawn up here.
Yeah, I'm looking for something, maybe a screen and roll, get something going to the basket inside. There's the pick and roll. Oh, shot a 3.
Zach Lofton had a big first half, a little quiet so far this second half. Maybe a rush shot. Tyler Nelson, the very aggressive Tyler Nelson, bringing it up. Jaylen Barford at top of the key. Got to stay down on the jabs.
Yep.
Or force the mid-range jump shot. You can get that anytime in the shot clock. Oh, here we go. Nate Mason, the pull-up. A little out of rhythm with both teams right now.
Yeah, taking too many jump shots right now. And even then, Mike Duman did get the second chance. He just stepped out of bounds. But, again, they're getting more of the hustle plays and more of the hustle points.
Yes, here we go. Barford, the Arkansas Razorback, big-time scorer. Got a mid-pick and roll. Weak side action leads to an easy Justin Johnson post-up, getting hit. Marcus Lee, what we saw in Game 1 was him getting foul calls at the rim, being undisciplined, going for blocks, instead of just staying solid and using his length.
Yeah, that was a foul right there where he just should have just contested that shot because he's a big guy. He's 6'11". I'm sure he could have affected that shot.
Former McDonald's All-American out of California is having a really good game. Tough break right there, getting a little antsy. Justin Johnson, see if he capitalizes here. Yes, he does. That increases the lead. See what Mike Duman has in store on this possession. We swing it, get some weak side action, cut through, DHO. A little flare, mid pick and roll, kick it. Egor Koulechov, certainly not shy. Not a bad look.
Yeah, good drive. He missed the shot, but good drive.
Yes, sir. Tyler Nelson. Let's get some ball movement here. That's one thing I think Sales Systems Limited could use.
Yes.
We get a drive downhill for the Razorback. Again, Barford stepping up here in the second half.
Yeah, if Barford gets going downhill, he's tough to stop because look how physical and how strong he looks. So he'll be tough to stop going downhill.
Yes, we will take a break here at the Portsmouth Invitational. See you in a few. And we are back. Jaylen Barford with the big bucket right there. He now has 15 points on 6 of 13 shot attempts. Looking good. He's performing well the second half. Still in the game. We made some subs for both teams. Well, Iverson set out of the timeout. We reverse it. Mid pick and roll. Mike Duman auto sales, a little stagnant off of the mid pick and roll. Probably not the shot you want.
Yeah, well, he had to take that one because the shot clock was winding down. I don't think they were aware of the shot clock coming out of the timeout. Probably thought they had more time than they actually had.
Definitely, definitely. Sometimes you need to account for that when you dribble it up leading into the timeout.
Yes.
Got a floppy set, floppy cross screen, looking to go inside to Justin Johnson again. Posting up a lot this second half. Going at Gary Clark, the Defensive Player of the Year. Excellent hands. Good effort. Got lucky there. Isaiah Wilkins with the offensive rebound. Just missed the opportunity for the putback.
Yeah, good job that time on defense by Gary Clark by making the offensive player take a shot over him and not fouling or not hitting him on the arm or anything like that.
Jeffrey Carroll coming off of the pin down, what he does well, but we have Justin Johnson with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, Justin Johnson is very active around the basket, offensive rebounds, and he's been doing a great job at that and just being very active around the basket.
Have to love how he's playing. He is leaving nothing, no stone unturned in this game. The paint is his domain so far.
Yes, he's done a fantastic job.
Well, let's see if we can capitalize before they get matched up. Didn't see it. However, Horns, mid-pick and roll. Yes, Barford dribbling it through. Carroll lifting out of the corner. Back to Barford in the corner. ISO game. Barford getting into his bag. Misses short. Got lucky. Out of bounds.
Yeah, tough shot that time by Barford. He wasn't able to make the shot.
Baseline out of bounds, probably an up screen. Oh, yep, coming off of a double. And Justin Johnson, high IQ, slipped to the basket. Showing an area where he might be a little limited near the rim with his athleticism. However, leading to a finish by number 10, Zach Lofton. There he is. Been a little bit since we've heard from Zach Lofton. Fronting a little high out of the post. Swing. Kelan Martin. Cash money from the corner.
Nice shot by Kelan Martin. Nice shot.
Yes. Gary Clark. Good post position by Joe. Trying to work against the Cavalier from Virginia. We swing it up top, Gary Clark. Draw and kick. Zach Lofton just missing. Justin Johnson with the big-time rebound. Kicking ahead, Jaylen Barford.
Listen,
turning it up.
Downhill, that guy is a monster right there.
Hey.
And he just showed it in transition. Coming downhill, he knocked it down.
And Farrell with the quick decision in transition. Attacking, drawing the defense, kicking it to B.J. Johnson. Maybe that'll get B.J. going just a little bit too. Jeff Carroll with the stare down. Pull up, 3 ball. That's money. Jeff Carroll, the Cowboy from Oklahoma State. We kick it ahead to Zach Lofton, trying to work. Right back to you.
Right back to you. Here, take that. You gave me that one. Here, you take this one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A little showdown. Here we go. High step up. Let's see what we can do. Kelan Martin getting into it. However, high IQ play by Mr. Matt Farrell.
Yes, great job by Farrell that time because Kelan Martin, that's what I've always seen him do. You catch him on an ISO one-on-one around that elbow. He was always able to get to the hole in the Big East. But that time Farrell stepped in and took the charge. That's what I'm saying. These guys know how to play help defense. They've been playing basketball long enough that you don't have to teach the offensive part of it. You can you really don't have to teach the defensive part of it because everybody runs the same thing, but they just have different calls.
Yes, and right now we have an 11-point game with just over 4.5 minutes left. We see a nice weak side kick by Farrell. We reverse it back to the top. Gary Clark using his body, trying to get inside, draw foul, turnover. McLaughlin bringing it up.
Yeah, Gary Clark thought he got grabbed that time, which he probably did, but
yes,
they're going to let you play a little bit.
Kelan Martin trying to finish through some contact near the basket, couldn't get it done. Farrell,
nice.
Excellent look. He is controlling the game in all facets while he has his dribble. The defense does not know how to guard him, in my opinion.
Yeah, Farrell has good energy when he's playing. That was a nice pass right there, nice patience, nice slip on the pick and roll by the big fella. So that whole sequence of things that happened was really good.
Mike Duman Auto Sales now down 9. We create a turnover. McLaughlin getting a little too deep in the paint. He did that some at Southern Cal when he would drive right to the basket, then gets caught in a tough position where he can't shoot it, and it's a tough pass for him to kick out, resulting into a turnover. See what kind of spacing we can get here for Farrell to work. Again, same move we saw earlier in the half. Farrell occupying multiple defenders out of the pick and roll.
Mike Duman.
Holding them off with his eyes, getting a wide open lane for a layup. We will take a quick break. We will be back with you in just a little bit here at the 66th Annual Portsmouth Invitational. And we're back right here. We have 3:32 left in the game. 7-point lead for Sales Systems Limited. Right now we see Mike Duman Auto Sales trying to pick it up a little bit with some full court pressure. Just showing a little token pressure. Drew McLaughlin bringing it up. ATO.
Yeah.
Mid pick and roll. Cross screen.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice play.
Jeff Carroll coming off. We feed it inside to Landale. Missed on his pivot foot.
Yeah. Looked like he might have traveled, though.
Looks like he might have traveled, yes. Oh, great hands, Farrell. That was a dicey pass. Great drop off to Gary Clark for the paint finish.
Now Duman is starting to get some stops. They need to get another stop here and get another play going to the hoop. Good defense.
He was open, but McLaughlin didn't put enough loft on the ball. And we have a transition turnover. Let's see if they capitalize. Sales Systems Limited's Kelan Martin misses, leads to a rebound. We kick it ahead in transition.
Oh, one more. Kick it one more over. Okay.
Zach Lofton with the big-time three ball. Right now, Sales Systems Limited has missed on its last 5 attempts, 5 possessions, leading to a good comeback here from Mike Duman. McLaughlin working the pick and roll, dropping it off to Landale. Love the activity, but again, another turnover. Let's try to make some simple plays.
Yeah, but you called it, though. That time, McLaughlin drove too far into the paint and had to make a tough play. So he needs to work on not getting too deep in the paint, because if you're going to go to the next level, you're going to have some trees down there that you ain't going to be able to see once you get lost in the woods.
Definitely. Or keep your dribble and probe a little bit. Gary Clark with the late clock 3. Again, we get a little stagnant on the offensive end, leading to some tough shots. Kelan Martin bringing it up. We reverse the ball. McLaughlin. Again, let's see if we can do a little better job with the playmaking. McLaughlin rejects the pick and roll. Oh! He didn't know if he wanted to dunk it or lay it up, leading to a miss. Farrell. Yes, the Notre Dame fighting Irish.
I knew he was going to take it and make that shot. When he's been missing that shot all game, now that's the mark of a shooter, though. You never feel like you always feel like the next one is going in, and that's probably what he was thinking. He's a very confident player. That's a big time shot right there.
And Mike Duman Auto Sales is on a 12-0 run to get back in this game. It is a 1-point ball game with 1 minute and 21 seconds left. This is a big possession here.
Yes.
We have the championship game, a championship game berth on the line for both teams. What do you expect to see here with this possession?
Well, with this possession, I'm looking for sales systems. Maybe, they've came out. The last layup was a good shot. But they've come out and have taken some three-point shots. I'm looking for maybe a screen and roll action, getting something going to the basket when they come out. Not looking for anyone to take any three-point shot unless it's wide open, swing three. But right now I'm looking for them to run some pick and roll and get something going to the basket.
I agree with that. Whether I've seen them come off of a mid pick and roll, cross screen for a post up.
Right.
Maybe look to get the ball into Justin Johnson, who just checked in.
Right.
He's been successful inside today. So maybe get it into Justin Johnson, see if he can create something for his teammates on the perimeter.
Right. Well, maybe that's why they put him in the game because he's had such success during the game and he's been so active around the basket.
And they subbed in Barford, another big-time scorer who's had a great second half.
Yep.
Here we go. We'll set the stage for you. We're coming off of a pin down. Jeffrey Carroll, floppy look. Yes, trying to look. Good job, Lual-Acuil, extending the post catch.
Yep.
Spacing it out. Flare, cut. Oh, nice play.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep.
Here we go.
By the two players that just got subbed in.
Wow, excellent patience by Johnson. Barford with the finish. We need a good possession here. Zach Lofton operating in an ISO. High ball screen. Gary Clark popping. We have very well spaced on the perimeter. Lual-Acuil on the weak side dunker. We got a drive by Nate Mason. Lual-Acuil missed tip. B.J. Johnson gathering up the loose change underneath.
Nice.
And that's an N1 big-time finish by B.J. Johnson.
Yeah, that time just, again, hustle and going out. Offensive rebounding or rebounding period is nothing but hustle, heart, and determination. And these guys were hustling. They were able to get a second shot again and now get to the line with a chance to make it a two-point game.
B.J. Johnson cleaning it up, doing some of the dirty work in this second half, leading to another opportunity for a free throw. We will take a quick break, and we will bring it right back to you here at the Portsmouth Invitational. Right here, we will set the stage. Mike Duman, auto sales. B.J. Johnson at the charity stripe, seeking the free throw after his made basket and one. ATO play, what do you think we might see here out of sales systems, Chuck?
I think going back to what just got us a basket, something with Justin Johnson and Jaylen Barford, something with them two. They've been your two best players. So I would say some kind of screen and roll or inside out, something with those two guys.
Here we go, yeah. We got a screen and roll. Barford attacking downhill.
Yes.
No help from the weak side of the nail, leading to a layup. Tie ball game. 20 seconds left on the clock. Tied up.
Yeah, downhill, that guy's a monster. He's a monster.
Big time play. We might have come up a little early on the pick and roll. However, we get Farrell looking to go ISO. Barford cleaning it up. Barford coming down. Operating in the ISO. Driving downhill on the conference. Oh! We're getting the N1. Oh! Jaylen Barford with the bucket. Game time.
The basket counts. It's over. It's over.
What a play attacking the American Athletic Conference Defensive Player of the Year, Gary Clark. Barford showing no mercy, knowing he has full control of the game. Great finish. That caused a huge stir in the gym.
Yep. Big time play. I'll tell you, that guy going downhill is unstoppable, man, at least out here. So it'll be interesting to see if he makes it to the combine in Chicago, if he's able to do that, because it'll be a little bit better talent, a little bit better player, a little bit bigger player to see if he can do those same type of things.
What a game we just witnessed. We appreciate you all joining us for this game. As we finish, we have Mike Duman Auto Sales 83, Sales Systems Limited 85. It was a pleasure. I and Chucky Brown signing off. See you next time.
All right.
The second semifinal will tip off right at 9 o'clock. Second semifinal tips off 9 o'clock.